Hey YouTubers, it's Tony here from We Try Anything. Channel is Try Anything, so you don't have to. The first question I'm going to ask you is, can you tell which one of these batteries is dead and which one is full of energy and full of life? Well, personally, I mean, obviously there is a few little telltale signs on this battery. Unfortunately, I haven't got a better example to ask that question. But normally, where we've got batteries stored and stuff like that, we can never really tell which battery has juice and which one is dead. Now, this has been compounded by the fact that obviously there is certain items within the house that do need batteries, and when you do take them out, sometimes you might get them jumbled up with other batteries. And what I bought a couple of weeks back to try out was this DRAPER battery tester. Now, this DRAPER battery tester was on Amazon and it was about just under £5. So I just thought I'd give it a try and see what it's like and see if it can deduce which batteries are dead and which ones are full of life. So in this review, what I'll do, I'll take you around the actual DRAPER battery tester. I'll show you what it's made up of. I'll try a few batteries just to show you how it works and stuff like that, and then give you my kind of quick summary and say if it's worth purchasing. So as you can see, this is the actual packaging for the battery test, and as you can see on the back, all products in this range are quality checked, etc. And this is suitable for most popular sizes of batteries, including AAA, AA, C, D, PP3 and 3R12 size batteries. And it does have, as it says here, a color coded meter to give you an idea of how well these or how much juice, as it will, or energy that these batteries have stored. Now, it's quite easy to get into. It's just this really, and this is it really. It's nothing of any size or anything like that, and it's just got one mode of operation, which is just lift this up to be able to pop the batteries in here. And also on the side you do have two metal elements going on here, which you do pop in a D cell, which I'll show you in a bit. It is plastic construction, and it's not the biggest of things going on here, and it weighs about 36 grams, which is, again, it's quite a lightweight thing. Now, it is a cheap battery tester, and there is plenty more that you can buy off Amazon, and you can also buy multimeters that I believe will do the job. And for me, I only use this to give me an indication of how, if the battery's got energy or not really. I mean, obviously you do have what would be a range of whether it's saying it's going to be, you know, like replace or recharge, and also whether the battery's low or if it's in the good. And also below it, what you'll notice is that there is also a button battery part, because you can put some button batteries on, which I'll show you here, because I've got a couple of examples going on here, which I think is good if you and this is a bit of a tenuous link to some of the actual other reviews that I've done in the past for Casios and stuff like that, which is you know, if you are looking to change the battery in the watch, you can also check to see if the batteries in, you know, like in the battery you're looking to change is any good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open it up and just pop a few batteries in. So just to start off with, what I'll do, I'll show you the two batteries that I originally showed you at the start of the video. So this one being a AA battery, and as you can see, it's you connect it at the bottom, so you got the minus at the bottom and the plus at the top, and as you can see straight away it springs up to the good part. So you've got an idea that this battery, now as I say, I don't use it for anything more than just to give me an idea if the battery's good and got energy, or if it's bad and needs rechanging. But as you can see, this one's a good battery. Now, just to show you the other one that I was just kind of showing you earlier, now you can see obviously, and it probably was a bit of a giveaway at the start of the video, that this battery's pretty much had its day. But interestingly, it was within the battery box that we've got, so it could have easily been mistaken for a battery with energy in it, and from what I can see, it's dead. You know, you can actually see that this battery, just make sure it's on there so I don't give a false reading. Yeah, that's dead. And the actual meter hasn't flown up to say it's good or anything like that. It's you know, it's to be recycled basically. So there you go, you can kind of determine between the two which one was good and which one was bad. Now, it does take all manner of other batteries here. So I've got what is known as a C cell, which is just a slightly, well, it's a bit of a bigger battery. Unfortunately, I don't have a D to test it with, but I've got C. So as you can see, yep, it takes that no problem. Also, I've got normal AAAs. Okay, I've got another one, normal AA's, where you can see that it's very good as well. And also, you're just going to make sure that the contacts make contact with the battery, because otherwise you might think that the actual battery is a bit past its best of really. This is a AAA, just to give you an idea if it's any good. and I'll just pop it on there. And as you can see, a lot of the batteries I do have are worthy of use, as it were. But I have noticed is that my son has a light which is battery powered, and we do tend to use rechargeable, but the odd time we've had to use the likes of Duracell and all that. And even though the actual light on there is kind of a little night lighty type thing, does start to dim, it does still show that it's good. So you know, it is a bit of a pinch of salt in terms of how well this meter does kind of give you an indication of how much life is left in the battery. Now this is a rechargeable one, and I use this on my Xboxes, on the actual controller, my Xbox Series S, just to see if it's full of power. And now interestingly, I haven't had this on charge for a very long time. I've had it on for about 4 or 5 hours charging, and it does show that it's a good battery. So you know, again, I pinch of salt really. I just use it as an indicator to say how good these are. And just show you this, which is one of these kind of square batteries, where the minus goes at the bottom and the plus goes at the top. Give you an idea. And again, just make sure you get all the contacts touching, and yet another good battery. Now what I will also show you is how it works with the kind of button cell batteries, plus at the top, minus at the bottom. And as you can see, it is a good battery as such. I mean, ignore the top one, because obviously it'll always show you that it is low, but the button battery going on here, you know, which is the bottom one here, which is in the green, it does say that it's a fairly, you know, well established battery, and it's got quite a bit of energy. But as you can see, it is slowly going down. So yeah, you can use it, but I'm not sure how long you can use that for. And finally, here's another button cell. Now this one being an LR44, and again it does show you that the battery has got a good amount of energy stored in it. So I just thought I'd feature this on the channel. If you have got a fair few amount of batteries lying around and you just want to get an idea of which ones are good and which ones are bad, then maybe consider something like this. Now I'm no expert on any form of electrical energy and how these meters read the energy within the batteries, because I think it is down to the amount of resistance that this meter reads, both that one and that one there. But there is plenty of other videos on YouTube which will explain more about how these testers work, and other testers as such. But I've only got this example just to show you today, and I really do think it is a good way of just getting an idea for, you know, which batteries you have got which are good and which ones are on the way out and worth recycling. And as I say, it's only £5. So would I suggest this to someone who's thinking of maybe looking for a cheap battery tester? I would. I mean I use this week in, week out, just to get an idea of what batteries I've got that are good, and it does the trick really. I mean, I have recycled a fair few batteries that were mistakenly placed back within the little storage box that we've got. Obviously not ideal for storing batteries, but that's what we use. And yeah, it's given me a good idea of the batteries that we have got that are good. So I hope you like this quick mini review. I mean, I am waiting for a few more watches and stuff like that to turn up, hence why I just thought I'd feature this on the channel. But I hope you like the quick mini review. There is a link below to this item, which was purchased via Amazon, and if you did, click on the like button, always helps. If you want to see more videos from the We Try Anything channel, then click on the subscription button below. And thank you for watching this video, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.